The moon rises overhead in an inky blue sky. A gentle breeze rolls in through the trees. One by one, the street lamps flicker to life as day fades into the embers of evening. You sit alone on the bench of a train stop, looking up at the sky above and the world below. In your headphones, a familiar voice starts to speak some familiar words. It's that special time of day, and here we are once again, united together through time and space. Hello, hooray upon this day, and welcome to the show. There's much to see and much to be, so let's hurry up and go. My name is Blaine, and you're listening to 87.7 FM. Your regular host, Marina, is currently out. There's some sort of big mixed martial arts tournament going on, and, well, she's going for it. It's a big night for her, and we wish her all the best in her endeavors. You go throw those people to the ground and punch repeatedly, or whatever your sports thing is. Yeah. Anyways, I'm all here by my lonesome. But let's not dilly-dally too much. I have a financial report to go over. I am the name whispered in the storm. I am the bringer of the glistening morn. I am the giver of all that life will bring. Look around and within. I'm in everything. I am here for you when you need me the most. I am the future's hopes and the past's old ghost. I am the one to pick you up when you fall. I am here for your days, your everything, and all. I am the one to fight all your fear. I am always beside you, and always near. I am the one who comes with the dawn. I am what remains when all else is gone. I am a voice you know to be true. I am the spirit that lives within you. Step up and take it. Go and seize the day. And know that I am with you every step of the way. Very nice. Anyways, I don't know anything about economics, so I'm just gonna assume you got something out of that, because that's all I got for your financial reports. So lately, a lot of you have been asking me on updates with the research into the city. How's it going? Have I found anything new? What's going on with the whole door situation? Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough. The sheriff is straight up missing, and, well, I'm going to be honest, that hasn't made things easier. I feel like we've hit a dead end with everything we're going through. The records have basically offered no additional help, and resources have run dry. Don't get me wrong, I'm doing what I can, and I'm asking for help from everyone. But so far, there isn't a lot of new stuff. So, for now, the research has been focused on organizing things, going over what we already have, and seeing what we can find around the studio. It's nothing too crazy, but after everything that's happened, I'm not too terribly mad about that. You know? The last time I dove too deep, I almost got my best friend and myself killed in a horrible and very personal way. So, yeah, I'm still a little traumatized. So sorry, everyone. It's not as exciting or as flashy or as fantastic as you think. Well, not for the most part, at least. But that solemnly depends if I can find one woman's personal record or not. So we'll see. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Now then, what else do we have on the schedule? Let's see. Oh, hey. It's this right here. It appears to be a notebook, specifically one of Jack's. He was here earlier talking to Ahjay. She was having the weekly mental breakdown over being stuck in some mysterious city against her will, and Jack was comforting her. You know how it is. Just a typical Tuesday here at the station. Anyways, it usually doesn't take that long to calm her down, but I don't know. I wonder if he's still here. I'm gonna go check to see if his car's in the parking lot. And as for the rest of you, please enjoy a word from our sponsors. Do you like pancakes? How about for a good price? Would you like pancakes?
Rose Cafe on 8th and Willow.
Fresh and piping hot. They're here waiting for you. Come, eat our pancakes.
Rose Cafe on 8th and Willow.
Rose Cafe on 8th and Willow. Come, eat our pancakes. So, Jack's not here, and his car wasn't in the parking lot. I did a walkthrough around the building, and there was just nothing. So, I guess I'll just have to hold on to all of this for now. I wonder if there are any notes he said he would lend me in here. We were talking about the city the other day, and he said he had a couple of things for me to look at. Apparently, he's been doing his own sort of project, which is pretty cool, but I don't know. I figured it'd be like an old station file or maybe a notebook, but, well, it's a weird handful of a lot of things. I got an old tape, some sort of ragged journal, and another one of Jack's notebooks. At least that's what I assume this is. I can't really tell without going through it, and I don't feel super comfortable just digging through without permission. So let me just send out a quick text, and there. Hopefully Jack will get to that soon, and I can go through this pile. While we wait for a response, why don't we go through news for today? The search continues for Sheriff Olivia Hawthorne. Police have begun scanning her personal life for any clues that might help them in this quest. So far, it's just been a confusing web of secrets and ideas. I mean, it's hard to sort out the details of a person who liked to live their life close to the chest. So it might take a little while to get any sort of understanding. So just keep that in mind. Also, you should expect delays if you're relying on the police for anything. They're short-staffed these days, so be patient and help where you can. On a somewhat unrelated note, the police station is currently hiring for inventory and personal assistants. So if you have any experience with organization or archiving, please consider applying. The cops are doing the best they can, but they could really use the help. Also, going on right now is an arts and crafts fair down Willow Way. Feel free to stop by and look at all the amazing ceramics, paintings, and various woodworking projects done by many of the amazing artists in our town. Friend of the station, Michelle Michaels, has a booth set up to display all of her recent paintings. And also, there will be music provided by our favorite local band, the Cavaliers. So, if you're into that type of stuff, be sure to stop by. I was there, the other day with Issa, and it was actually a delightful time. It's not really my type of thing, but I don't know. He made it worth it. In other news, the cryptid feud continues to rage on in the religious district. The Church of Mothman has burnt to the ground, leaving only a charred shell and the vague smell of maple syrup. Mothman worshippers are blaming the cozy congregation of Sasquatch, but the members of the congregation are aggressively denying this. They're instead asking the Church of Mothman to consider the faulty wiring and the fact that they were set up in an old, abandoned Waffle House that wasn't up to code. Who's writing this material? Who's to say? Are the police involved? I don't know. I mean, the police have a lot of things to deal with at the moment, so stay tuned and be careful around the religious district. And there you go. That's the news for today. Alright, so I just got a text back from Jack, and he's given me the go-ahead. Well, sort of. He asked me what journal and notebooks, and I told him it was in the stack of things he left on the desk. I don't know if he was busy or what was going on, but he didn't really seem to mind. He just sort of shrugged it off and said to give it a shot. So, let's take a crack at the stack. First of all, this one is definitely one of Jack's notebooks. It's a nice blue standard composition book, and I recognize his handwriting and notes scribbled on the margins. I mean, it's even got the cute little way he dots his eyes with hearts, so who else could it be? And just going through this, it looks like he's done his own research into the history of City Hall and also diving into Space Patrol records. All of this is super thorough, even though it's only up to early 2015. I think this could help a lot. So far, most of my research has been from public files and things readily available from public access, but Space Patrol records? That's something new. So thanks, Jack. You're a legend. Seriously, I'm not making it up, guys. I am flipping through page after page, and I already see detailed cases from dealing with cryptids to UFOs to even strange sightings of lights flickering above the abandoned Half-9 Hotel. All of this with solid details, and there's even some intricate illustrations. Seriously, I don't think the Church of Mothman has any drawings as in-depth as Jack does of their cryptid. I'm impressed here. Then again, Jack Wright is a legend. Whenever he gets passionate about a project, you'd expect this level of quality. So Jack, if you're out there listening, thanks. I think this is going to help out a lot. Anyways, I'd love to keep going through this, but I also have a job to do. I mean, this show isn't just Blaine's Conspiracy Corner after all. It's the night show. There are things you expect, and so there are things I must do. So, with all that being said, let's go over traffic. A tumultuous storm over desolate land. Vast seas of nothing in any other hand. Then flick and turn the tides of fate. Out comes a home for the queen and mates. Dream girl, with stars in your eyes, what will you make of tumultuous skies? The people now wait as you bring them all here. Are you their savior now, or captor to a new realm of fear? What the? That can't be right. Sorry about that, everyone. I think a loose piece of paper got mixed into the stack of notes on the desk. Chances are this is just a piece of Garfield's slash fics that I has started writing down in her spare time. Let me just look around and... here we go. This looks more traffic related. Oncoming crews carry copious containers and crates from a crazed and costly car crash on Caravan and Central. Massive mobs of milk and muffins have made a miserable mess in the middle of the way. It's a horrible havage of homemade hand goods horrendously hoisted on the highway. Expect extensive delay as the evening endures. An endless cycle of pain and woe. All this to play from an unseen show. Day after day, high after low. I want to be free, but there's nowhere to go. I want to believe that hope is at hand. And then the cat calls. I'm sorry, John. I hope you'll understand. Wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. Let me check, folks. Alright, so the first part, traffic. Yeah, that's definitely traffic. A milk truck hit a bakery truck that was delivering muffins, and now there's a huge crash on Caravan and Central. So, that's good. Well, not good for the people who got caught up in the accident, but good as in, accurate on the reporting side of things. You know? As for the other part, yeah, that's not connected at all. Yeah, this definitely is some of Ahjay's fanfic stuff, so discard that other half. Unless, of course, you enjoyed it, then check her out on Tumblr, or whatever she's on these days. Just be warned, from what I've read, it gets a lot spicier after the point I cut off, so just know what you're getting into. I mean, that type of stuff isn't really my thing, partially because I'm a little bit of an awkward teenager, other part because I'm starting to question if I'm asexual like my boyfriend, and it's a very confusing and delicate time, but, you know, some of you are bound to be into it. So look her up on Tumblr, or DeviantArt, or wherever she is. You know what to do. As for me, I'm going to have a talk with Ahjay about this during our next production meeting. So, yeah. That's all for traffic. Speaking of interesting things on my desk that I am afraid to start reading, let's talk about this journal. It's an old, leather-bound book that looks like it's seen better days. It's covered in cuts and scrapes, and the pages are yellowing. Earlier, while I was going through traffic, it fell off the desk. I probably bumped it or something. I don't know. It's probably fine. Or this is just another elaborate trick to lure me into another trap where I'll be psychologically tortured and pushed to my breaking point. Knowing my history, it's probably 50-50. I'll be taking a look through the pages in a bit, but for now, it feels safer to go with the tape that was on top. So, let's do that first.
How many times must we go through this, Dante? We all have roles to play, and you are so very lucky that I had the decency to pluck you out of that sad and miserable hole and make you into something worth caring about. How many times must I say it? You are nothing without me. Now, don't you ever forget it. Was that a bit too much? Oh dear, here we go again. I'm sorry, Dante. Truly, I am sorry. You know that, right? I so hate when I'm forced to get like this, but sometimes you leave me no choice. It's for the best. All of this is for your own good. It's so very hard to be more than the monster they saw you as. But it's okay. I'm right here to help you every step of the journey. Now then, let's get cleaned up. There's a gala tonight, and we can't have you looking bruised and battered. Now can we? That's it. Just come into my arms. Shh. It's all right. You know that I love you. You know that I love you so much that I do what I can for you. It's all right. It will all be okay soon.
Well, that was something. For starters, I feel mildly uncomfortable right now. Is anyone else getting that? I don't know, but the vibes are here, and they are just not good. Jeez. This lady has some issues. On a second note, she also sounds super familiar. I wonder if we have any of the other tapes. I need to do another listen. Maybe. Hey, I. She's gone, and Darian's brooding in a nest of blankets on top of the fridge. So, maybe this voice was one on the previous tapes. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'll be sure to check once I get a free moment. And with that, the mystery goes on. The desk before me becomes more and more organized as the picture of the city comes into focus. We're moving in a direction, kids. Let's hope it's a good one. Last of all is an ominous journal. Leather, cold, aged by about a decade or two at least. I'm not sure what's inside, but I'm about to find out. While I do, please enjoy a word from our sponsors.
Not all dreams are pleasant ones. I'm not sure if you figured this out yet, but it's the truth. Some dreams are good, but others are not. Some dreams are whimsical and nice, others are nightmares. Which type of dreams do you like having? It hardly matters. You don't have much control over what you'll receive. Dream, dream, dream. What a delightful word. It holds so many promises for both awake and sleeping minds. They say that dreams can tell us a lot about ourselves, and I like to believe that it's true. What do your dreams say about you? What's your favorite color? What are you afraid of? Just what do you think you're trying to find in its twisting maze of color and noise? She's gone, you know. It happened so long ago that it's surprising to see anyone still searching. So really, take a moment and ask yourself, just what do you think you're trying to find? Dream big, dream bright, and know that we will see you there in your sleep tonight. This message was brought to you by the Wisteria Institute. We're here to help you become the best you that you can be. So let go and fall back into dreams. Sleep tight.
Alright, well, that was an interesting read. So, it's gonna be a minute before I can get back to you with anything interesting, but I think there's something here. I just read through the beginning little scraps of this journal, and well, it's a very interesting account. I'm not super sure what to think about it yet, but I have thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts. So, this is going to take some time. Sorry to make you beautiful people wait, but sometimes it is what it is. I have some studying to do, and I'm not sure how long it'll be until I'm ready to share my notes with the class. So, sorry about that. You probably feel super let down right now. It's okay. I'm a disappointment to my parents too. But don't worry. By the time I get back to you on this, it'll all make sense. Well, at least about as much sense as anything makes here, really. So, we are reaching the end of our program. But there is still one thing that I am contractually obligated to share with all of you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this poem that is conveniently popped up on the desk in a way that I have been told not to question. Whoa, what is this here? A broken doll on the ground? But how did it break? Who cares about that? We can put him together. Let's make it better. First, rip out his heart. All of those feelings must go. Beat them out with love. Then we make the shell. Hide the bruises and the scars. Force him to smile. Once it's done, look here! The doll is nice and pretty. But oh, what's this? The doll's still broken? How can it be so selfish? We must punish him. Rinse, repeat again, until the doll shines or breaks. Doesn't matter which. Wow, that's kind of a bummer. You know, I was really hoping for something uplifting and hopeful, but there you are. Sorry, everyone, but I guess that's how it is. When all the world is open, darkness always seems to find a way in. Still, I feel like that connects somewhere, right? We'll see. It's an interesting world we live in, full of potential and possibilities for everything. And sometimes, it takes time to figure things out, and maybe that's okay. For now, I feel like I have another piece of the puzzle. I'm not sure where it fits, but it's enough to keep moving forward. Sometimes that's the best we can do, right? Be safe out there, everyone. It's crazy, it's wild, and we don't always know what's coming next. But until we get to that moment again, have a good night.
Dream Girl City is a production by NJ Schulze. It was written, produced, and acted by NJ Schulze. The poem for today was Broken Doll, 7 Haikus of Abuse, written by NJ Schulze. Have a question? Have a theory? Have a poem that you are desperately wanting to hear Marina's voice grace? Email this and more to dreamgirlcityradio@gmail.com or check out all of our social medias. Feel like throwing a tip in the jar? Consider our support features, but this is only if you want to. No pressure or anything. Have any idea for merch or anything? I don't know. Leave a comment. Maybe something will come. Thank you so much to everyone who's helping us to produce this show. And until we meet again in the future, just remember, the sky is high. It's time to fly.